Hey guys, so I talk to a lot of you guys in DMs who, quite frankly, are your own bottleneck within your businesses, right? You're at 5K, 6K, 7K, and you see people online hitting consistent 10K plus months, and you think like, how are they doing it? You see people hitting 12Ks, 15Ks, 17Ks, whatever it may be, and you think, how on earth is that person doing it? So today I'm going to be talking you through our client Paul. As you can see here, since we've been working together, these are all the check-ins that we've done. So since the time of us beginning to work together, I won't load that back up on the other side because you'll see his email and that's GDPR. But me and Paul have been working together personally now for 11 months. And in 10 months, we were able to take Paul's income from, he was earning £7,000 per month, stressed, anxious, overwhelmed. He's now earning £17,000 per month. So his new revenue, monthly recurring revenue that we calculated across the space of that year, he's added £120,000 to his business. He's taken one upfront payment ever. So in case you're thinking, oh, it's just a great month, that's what he's making every single month. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of extra context, these are some of the systems that he used, which I'll be going through a little bit later on the call, so if you hang about, you'll see them. But just to give you guys some context, this is one of his initial wins that we had. So within 8 weeks of working together, as you can see, he gained 16 clients in 18 weeks whilst traveling the world. So he went to 3 different countries in 8 weeks, and he grew his business by this amount. Now, obviously, when we started off on board, as I'll read out to you here, since Dubai, which was our Dubai event in May, he went from just under 49 clients up to 65 clients. And obviously, he then didn't check in on that week because he was enjoying his life, which is totally fair. He's got access to a weekly check-in. He'd often do them, but sometimes he just didn't need one. So, as you can see here, honestly, not too much has changed, but since Dubai, I felt like I'm in the best headspace ever. So, joined in April, had the whole of April, whole of May, then at the back end of May, we had the event, so 8 weeks, obviously, and then you saw this. Back end of the event, went away, implemented everything. Couldn't care less if someone leaves, whereas before I'd be shitting myself. Now, you're probably thinking, that seems a bit harsh, that seems like he doesn't care. When Paul started with us, as you'll see with some of the testimonials that he's recorded for us on our Instagram page, he had a lot of business anxiety, anxious of where the next lead was going to be coming from, anxious of when the next call was going to be booked, anxious when somebody left the service, and ultimately would just spend a lot of time in his head, which is why he just needed someone to be able to drop a message on WhatsApp and have a conversation with. He said, this is all me now actually trusting my business and what I have built. I'm no longer riddled with the fear that everyone is going to leave one day. It also helps I've been booking calls in weekly. This week I have another 4 calls. Inquiries are steadily coming through, whereas before I would run dry for a few weeks at a time. And as you can see here, he added £12,000 per month to his business, which is absolutely insane. Now, I loaded up a message, and this is just an example of one of the messages that I sent to Paul, and he highlighted this and said, this is literally me to a T, and this is something that we had to work through. You'll see me talk about systems, you'll see me talk about lead generation, you'll see me talk about sales, but what we often don't talk about is just the level of understanding that me and my coaches have for every single one of our clients. So this was a message that I sent Paul before he started hitting his breakthrough months, and it was like, look, we need to retrain your brain, we need to retrain your subconscious brain to look for the positive things that you were doing. For context, Paul had gone from 7K to 11K, and he still felt like he was behind. He'd added £4,000 per month to his business, which is £48,000 per year, but still things weren't really clicking the way that they could. And I mentioned this happens to most of us. We only focus on negatives and what's wrong. So how do you feel about 2 things? The first thing that I wanted them to kind of look at was a brag book, so writing down one brag or thing you're proud of every single day. The second thing was a feel-good file. So this is where we would screenshot all of the client wins and nice messages. And as you'll see from the response here, top messages sums him up to a T, and obviously it was just discussions we were having back and forth. So that's that, and that's some of the systems that we use. Now, if we go back to the check-ins I was just showing you guys through here, I believe it would have been one of the most recent check-ins. Where are we? Let's have a look. 2 seconds. I'll explain it on here. It'll be a little bit easier to explain. So essentially what we did, if we go through these, is he wanted to travel more, he wanted to have more freedom, he wanted clearer systems, and he wanted to be able to manage the business while actually growing it. And he needed to be told what to do, why to do it, when to do it, and how. Now, the reality is, he had a second coach on board, but he was really scared of filling up that second coach, or at least scared of feeling like he wouldn't have enough calls booked in for them. As it stands, the last time that he had one of our calls, which was in February, I believe, his second coach has now sat between 15 to 20 clients. He's very, very busy himself, And ultimately, he's still able to kind of push things forward with having a setter in his account that can pretty much run his Instagram for him. Now, Paul is like a few of our clients where he's not really a massive fan of Instagram. He doesn't want to sit on social media all day, doesn't want to be sitting there posting every day, he doesn't want to be spamming people in DMs. So what we did is we took our 20K playbook. So in case you're wondering like what that even is, so it's this system here. So we've got our lead generation systems. There's three, so you've got ads. We start here and then obviously we can then move up, but that's within the CEO portal, so you won't see that on here. So you've got ads, we've got outbound, we've got inbound. Now, the first thing we did was we mastered inbound, so we could actually post to social proof, results-based looms. We didn't use email, we didn't need that. Lead magnets and the social story selling systems, that brought people to him. But the second thing that we kind of implemented was the outbound systems. So we helped him with a welcome message, we helped him to kind of gather information on the individual. We then helped him, if they're cold, to offer a guide, or if receptive, convert into asking about their goals. And in case you're wondering what that actually looks like, I can't show you the whole thing because it just wouldn't be fair on our current clients. But he gained access to this, and then we literally ran through exactly how it's supposed to be working. So he understood where to focus first, so new followers, story views, poll votes, comments, old followers, etc. And then what he then had, if I give you an example, so it's 12 pages of like the exact flow to look through. He knew what his setter had to be tracking, so tracking calls offered, tracking calls booked, tracking outbound messages, tracking follow-up messages, tracking responses from that, and then he had like complete frameworks of like what to say, how to say it, frameworks, yada, yada, yada. 12 pages worth of notes on that. And that's exactly why, you know, at the back end of everything we've been working on, he's currently running at 85% profit margins, despite the fact that he started with imposter syndrome, he started feeling anxious, he started feeling burnt out, he started feeling confused. And now the reality is, like, he's doing 17K months, and we've literally only just started with ads. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, well, you know, Paul must be posting 5 times a day and spamming people in his DMs constantly and doing all this, like, crazy stuff. You know, he's got 4,400 followers. His posts are, like, daily posts. They're not, you know, he's not having to spam his Instagram with, like, absolutely tons of posts. Like, if I give an example, that was posted yesterday. Reel that posted up the day before. Him and his client posted up the day before that. A little bit of an update with him posted 4 days ago. So like the reality is like you really, really, really don't have to be just absolutely spamming the hell out of like only ever client results or only ever selling or only ever call to actions. Like it's got, oh, there's me and him. His content is, you know, it's nice, consistent. It's him. It's raw. It's real. It's honest. And he's just a really fucking good coach who's very, very good at what he does. Again, he's not viral, he's not got like tens of thousands of followers, he's not using any like crazy tactics or anything like that. He's just been very, very, very consistent with his marketing, very, very consistent with his lead generation. His actual coaching delivery itself is fucking awesome. And then what he's really, really, really been fantastic at doing is utilizing all of the systems that we give him. So like the sales systems, the content systems, the lead generation systems, the time management systems, and he's essentially just like nailed these 3 areas as well. So he's nailed his schedule. So he's got a really good understanding of like how to run his business, how to kind of save time, how to actually get everything done. His coaching itself is fantastic. So the vast majority of his clients right now are actually joining him from referrals and just from him being great at his job. And then the final thing is acquisition genesis, which comprises of the 3 things that I showed you earlier. And that is literally, funnily enough, he wasn't even using ads. Like he hit 17K FYI without ads, and then he's literally just started turning them on. So he did that from outbound and inbound. That's literally it. So if you are currently watching this video today and you're kind of thinking to yourself like, you know, I wish I could have the kind of results that Paul's had, or, you know, I wish I could kind of achieve the kind of amounts that he's been achieving, like realistically, our clients right now, if I pull this aside, I need you to understand that what we're doing here and what we're building isn't just a fluke. Like it's not just a one-off thing, or like there's this secret ad or this secret marketing tactic, or he's sending hundreds of DMs every single day. Like it's very, very similar flow to what we were kind of working on with Callum, similar flow to what we're kind of building out for Joe, but obviously he's just getting started, similar flow what we're building out to Matt, but again, he's just getting going with that. But the key to hitting those 17K months really is someone not only looking at the systems, not only looking at what you're doing in your business, but also working on your mindset. And that is why I truly, truly do believe, you know, at the age of 26, I don't see any reason why Paul won't be doing like $500,000 a year in the next few years. I really do believe that. So if you have ambitions of doing the same, of traveling the world, of having a lot more freedom, of having somebody that understands systems with you, if you'd like to have access to all of these systems that are literally plug and play, we just put them straight in your business and we can start growing. You know, if you'd like to be kind of receiving check-ins from us, so I can kind of provide you with feedback with, you know, breakdowns of like step by step what that's going to be looking like. We can send you across text message checklist. We can build you out a plan. We can hold you accountable to the plan and give you everything that you need. Then all that you need to do is literally just respond to this video with the word coaching. Now, full transparency, since we've launched, obviously we've spoken about the system, explained how it all works. We've been getting busier and busier and busier. Okay, we have people inquiring with us on a daily basis. We're not having to spam them in DMs or just constantly just reach out to people and try and get them booked onto calls. Like, our inbound does an incredible job of doing that, and our service, our coaching, our clients basically do the heavy lifting for us. So again, if you would like to have somebody work with you in your business with you, so they can help you with your content, your lead generation, your marketing, your sales processes, your delivery, and help you with this on a one-to-one basis every single week, just reply with the word coaching. Me and you will have a back and forth conversation. I'll ask you some questions. I'll find out about you. I'll find out about your goals. I'll find out about your vision. I'll understand exactly what it is that you need to grow your business. And then from there, what I can then walk you through is exactly how these systems can help you to grow your business with the one-to-one program. I'll help you to understand what happens if you don't hit your goal. I'll help you to understand how the program is customized to you. I will kind of show you our full team of all of our coaches, whether it be me, whether it be George O'Farrell, whether it be Ollie, whether it be Nathan. I'll kind of explain like what this actual program looks like and how it's all going to be kicking off. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with this training today in this video. I hope that it's been helpful. I hope that you picked up some nuggets from some of the stuff we showed with the system, and I really look forward to hearing back from you, a lot of you guys. Take care. Have a good day.